Many people still live the hard life till this day. But did you know who's also living the hard life too? That's right, these fishes right here. What's up my aquatic friends, Raja here, and this is Taj Mahal Aquatics, your source of fun fish content and everything about the world of fish keeping. Sometimes in life, not everyone lives happily, and there are still many people who live life in the hardest condition. And did you know who also faces the hardest conditions in life? That's right, these fishes right here. While other fishes lives a great life, like having a spacious aquarium and plenty of interesting things in their aquarium that they can see, these fishes don't always have these privilege, and oftentimes they ended up in the saddest living condition, as most of these fishes fall to the wrong hands and ended up being mistreated. And in this video, we're gonna see some fish that are often mistreated and end up in a sad living condition. Wanna know what those fishes are? Let's dive in to find out. Oscar is an amazing fish, but sadly, according to some people, including the ones that I found on online forums, they are also the most mistreated fish in this hobby, and here's why. What makes this fish really attractive is the fact they are awesome fish with a dog-like personality, and when people find this fish at the store, they would automatically fall in love with this fish. And also when they see them at the store, they are quite small, so they might think, this fish will be great in my 20-gallon. But like we all know, many fish stores sell fish as a juvenile, and this fish is no exception. And at first, it'll fit in that 20-gallon, but as years go by, kaboom! That water duck that you got gets big, and in reality, those water puppies needs 100+ gallon aquarium to live. Some say 75 gallon is enough, but for my recommendation, not less than 100. And this is why they are considered the most mistreated cichlid, as they often ended up in a small space. And to be honest, I sometimes see them in an aquarium that were way too small, or even an overcrowded aquarium. Not to mention that they can be slightly on the aggressive side, and they can also be a bit destructive. And not many people know that. And that's why some or many people consider this fish to be the most mistreated fish. But what do you think? Do you agree that they are the most mistreated fish? Let me know in the comment section. Some of you may not have expected this fish, but some types of catfish are also having the saddest life in this hobby, especially the predatory type. There are quite a lot of catfish species in this hobby that are also great for aquariums, but there are also some catfish that people think are great for aquariums until they realize those catfish are not. Some of those catfish includes iridescent shark and some predatory catfish like red-tailed catfish and tiger shovel nose. I also include the iridescent shark as they are quite common here in my place. They are often mistreated because they often ended up with a fish keeper that didn't know anything about keeping a predatory fish, and also ended up in an aquarium that is way too small. And as the fish outgrow the aquarium, that someone would probably have no idea on what they have to do, as they can no longer keep them. And that's why these kinds of catfish are often mistreated. And do you agree that they are the most mistreated fish? Let me know in the comment section. We all see this fish everywhere, and it's not a secret that they are the most misunderstood and the most mistreated fish. Placo is the fish that everyone is looking for if they need an algae cleaning fish to make their aquarium cleaning easier, or they are just straightforward being lazy to clean their aquarium. And this is where they got mistreated, and here's why. First of all, algae is not their main diet, and even though you see them eat algae, they only eat it as a snack. They are actually omnivores, so algae is not the main thing that they eat. Second of all, they grow big. Like many fish that are sold in the store, they are sold as juvenile, and many people assume that they will stay small, so they put them in a really small space, and then kaboom! They surprisingly get big. They will outgrow your small aquarium, and by the time they grow really big, nobody has a clue on what to do with their Placo, and if they're naughty enough, they release them to the local waterways, and eventually invade and destroy the waterway as well. And this is why they are often mistreated. They often ended up being an algae cleaning slave, and they ended up in a really small space. This fish is the most popular one for having the saddest fate in this hobby, and you should have known why. Betta fish is a really popular fish, but it always ended up in the saddest conditions ever. You should have known why they always have the saddest life among many aquarium fish. We see them in the really tiny spaces, and also some weird spaces that are not even meant for fish. We sometimes see them in a glass bowl, or even worse, they ended up living in a vase or a jar, or sold in a small plastic container. And this is where many people get this fish wrong. They always think that these fish like these kinds of small spaces, but in reality, they don't. I made a whole video about the myth that people believe in this fish, and this is the biggest lie about this fish. They need at least a 5-gallon aquarium to live, and many people still didn't get it. And this is why this fish has the saddest fate in this hobby. Almost everyone treats this fish so badly. If you type the keyword "the most mistreated fish" on Google, this is the #1 fish on the spotlight. Goldfish is also a popular fish, but also ended up in the saddest condition ever. The reason why is almost the same as the betta fish, but not as extreme. Though you may not see them in a vase or a jar, you see them in a really small aquarium, or even worse, this bowl of depression. Many people believe that they are a great fish for small aquariums, but in reality, they need a big space. Goldfish need at least 20 gallons for just one fish. If you want to add more, add another 20 to it. And this is where many people get wrong, and often place this fish in a really small space, or even worse, the glass bowl of depression. And this is the reality of the most popular fish in this hobby. Even though they are very popular, they often ended up in the saddest living condition ever. So there you go. Those are the fish that have the saddest life in this hobby. I know fish is one of the easiest pets to keep, but at the same time, they can also be one of the most mistreated pets, especially with these kinds of fish. And this is why it is important to know the requirements for the fish that you want, so you know what the fish that you want really needs. So next time you want to get a fish, please do some research on the fish that you want, so you can at least give them a happier life for them. So that's a wrap for this video, and what do you think is the most mistreated fish? Let me know in the comment section below, and give this video a thumbs up if you like this video, and share this video to your friends so they don't mistreat these fishes. And if you want to see more cool fish content from this channel, make sure to subscribe because there will be more to come. Thanks for watching my aquatic friends, and have a wonderful aquatic life. See you in the next video.